battles that is now being fought in Labor is over global warming, of course. That's just heated up, pardon the analogy there. Labor's probably lost, I don't know, Mark, 2 elections now after going too hard on global warming. And Joel Fitzgibbon this week quit the federal Labor front bench in protest that Labor not learning this lesson. In fact, he today said Labor's climate spokesman, Mark Butler, should be dumped. Here is Fitzgibbon.
I don't want to show any any level of disrespect for Mark, but he has been in that portfolio for 7 years. We've lost 2 elections. We've had 2 climate change and energy policies that have not been embraced by the Australian people. In fact, they've been rejected. And we need an advocate now that the community and industry can trust. I do think that, you know, Mark can go to another senior portfolio. He's a very smart guy. There are plenty of things he could do. But we need a new advocate bringing a fresh face and a fresh approach, someone who can reach out to both the community and industry and say, hey, the new person's in town.
Mark Latham, is Joel Fitzgibbon right? Should Mark Butler go?
Well, that's a matter for the Labor Party to sort out. Butler probably should have gone a couple of elections ago because obviously the policies he's producing are not supported by the Australian people. But, you know, Joel Fitzgibbon also needs to get his thinking straight because he today has said he supports net zero emissions in 2050, which in that time period would wipe out many thousands of jobs in his own Hunter Valley electorate, where you can go to places like Singleton and Muswellbrook, Andrew, and 3 out of every 5 homes are coal income reliant. You've got to understand the intensity of this job provision in a seat like Hunter. In Muswellbrook and Cessnock local government areas, you go down the street, it's coal house, coal house, coal house, non-coal, non-coal. The majority of people have got a job because of the great influence of the coal industry. So Joel Fitzgibbon is arguing against that with that 2050 plan. And you've also got to look at his own record. The last 4 leaders of the Labor Party he supported into office, Gillard, Rudd, Short and Albanese, have all gone climate change crazy in a way that's out of proportion with what the Australian people are willing to support, given the fact they don't want to be turkeys voting for Christmas, particularly in the seat of Hunter. They want a job and put food on the table and educate their kids. So he's saying these things, but his own thinking and record is far from clear-headed.
I suspect that's right, although I also suspect that in the privacy of his own home, please don't send the police to arrest him. He probably is a global warming sceptic. I wouldn't mind betting.
We don't want to get too much into Joel's private activities. We'll have to change the authorisation of the program.
Well, thank you. I'm sure he's a very nice man. I actually like him. Mark Latham.
A beautiful
Mark
man.
Latham,
Yes,
thank you
Andrew.
very much. Thank you for your time.
Cheers.